Yo, what's good, Burgundy Go Nation? This is Commanders Talk, the People's Channel, and it's your boy T May, and I'm back in the building on this episode of training camp update for the Burgundy and Gold, and some injury news. Yeah, injury news. Good gracious, man. Let's get into it. All right, before we get into this episode, man, I got a stadium update too. If you guys are going to be going to the new stadium in 2030 in DC, the Stadium Armory Metro will be overhauled. It's going to have to be, man. You're going to have 60,000+ people flocking to that stadium. Everybody want to ride the mass transportation. So I got some good news, man. Let's check this out.
Big step forward for the future of RFK Stadium. The WMATA board just approved 2 agreements tied to the new Commanders Stadium. One of them would spend more than $300 million to upgrade the Stadium Armory Metro Station. And the other one creates the new Gold Line bus service that would go between Union Station and the stadium. They say the goal here is to have both of them up and running when the new stadium opens in 2030.
All right, man, let's get into the training camp update now. I'm not going to start off with the injury stuff yet. To me, I consider that the bad news of this episode. Hey, listen, man, I want to talk about the good news first, all right? Then we can dive into the injury stuff, man. But listen, Jaden Daniels is looking great out there at camp. That boy is looking surgical. He's taking total command of the offense right now. Daniels is laser focused, changing multiple plays at the line of scrimmage. He looks very comfortable under center, taking all the first team and second team reps. That's because my man Marcus Mariota is out, of course. Coach Quinn says Jaden Daniels is having an incredible camp so far. And right now, it's no decision if he's going to play against the Lions on Saturday. I don't know if he's going to play. I guess it all depends on who's around him. The starters. You know, you want the offensive line at full speed if you're going to have that boy out there. So it all depends. And it's right now, I guess it's a little too early to tell, even though it's Thursday, the game is Saturday. I guess they'll decide probably later today or maybe tomorrow if he's going to play. If not, we're going to have a battle between my man AK and Sam Hartman, and that's going to be fun to watch too. You know me watching that game. I don't care who's starting quarterback. I will be watching that game, but let's keep going with some of these notes from training camp so far. So we have a new wide receiver trio in Burgundy and Gold. Hey, this is good news for the Burgundy and Gold. Why? Because, hey, we all want my man Luke McCaffrey to ball out, but this guy right here, my man Antonio Williams, is showing off at camp. Now, it could be a situation where we have the trio of Scary Terry, my man Diggs, and Antonio Williams in that slot. I'm not mad at it at all. According to JP Finley, wide receiver Antonio Williams is outplaying wide receiver Luke McCaffrey right now, which means he could be the starter week 1. Would you want a rookie or you want Luke out there? I don't care, as long as one of these guys show up and show out. But right now, I think my man Antonio Williams is catching up, and he's actually surpassing my man Luke McCaffrey for that slot receiver role. It's possible that Scary Terry, Diggs, and AW could be the starters in week 1. It could happen, man. Coach Quinn says Antonio looks like a true vet out there, and his route tree is improving every day. And this is from my man Antonio Williams himself. He says learning from Scary Terry and Steph is all a rookie can ask for. He's taking it all in. He's learning from my man Terry, Diggs. Man, this dude might be out there week 1. Don't be surprised if this guy surpasses my man Luke McCaffrey, who didn't do anything against the Dolphins. Luke better step it up, man. He got this young puppy on his heels. And this guy right here, I think, is a better wide receiver than my man Luke McCaffrey. So Luke better step his game up. But, man, let's keep going with these notes from training camp. Jaden Daniels has a new favorite target. Chig Okonkwo, man. Daniels is looking for Chig on multiple plays, connecting with Chig on a few touchdown passes. Chig seems to always be open, and Jaden Daniels is feeding him. That's great news, man, which means this guy is going to pick up where my man Zach Ertz left off. Zach Ertz was actually old, but he balled out for the Burgundy Gold, man. We got to give Zach his props. Shout out to that guy, man. Salute to Zach Ertz. But look, Chig is a better athlete. He's a better tight end. He's a better blocker. He's younger, faster, stronger. So if this guy can give us what Ertz gave us, probably a little bit more, offense is going to be phenomenal, man. A phenomenal offensive scheme, too. Hey, man, we're going to be doing big things this season if we can stay healthy, all right? Let's throw that in there. We're going to get to the injury news soon. Don't worry, I got you. Some of the stuff is a little disappointing, but listen, man, let's keep going with the good news for right now, all right? Kicker Drew Stevens, ever since he was named the starter, ever since we cut the bum Jake Moody, he went 6 for 6 since being named the starter. He kicked a 60-yard doink. It was a doink, but it went in, and that was because it was a low and a bad snap. Coach Quinn says Drew is kicking with a great deal of confidence right now. Hey, man, we might have one. The boy has a strong leg, man. He has a strong leg. He kicked a 60-plus yarder in college, and he might could do the same thing for the Burgundy and Gold, man. Hey, listen, I think cutting Jake Moody was the move. We did the right move. Now, I just think it was a little too soon, though. I really do. I think we should have kept the kicker competition going a little bit longer just to test this young cat, all right? They didn't. It is what it is. I'm happy we might have a solid kicker on board instead of rotating kickers all season long, man. I'm sick of that. Drew Stevens, man, keep doing your thing, man. And hopefully you can solve our kicker woes. No question, man. But let's keep going, man. I got some other notes. The team is very confident in Brandon Coleman at left tackle, as they should be. When he played left tackle his rookie season, he was decent, man. He really was. He took a step back at guard. I think it was because of the injuries. But now he's back at left tackle until my man Laremy Tunsil comes back. And listen, man, this guy has the tools to be a decent left tackle and a good guard in this league. And I'm just hoping he can fill in for Laremy Tunsil till the big fella returns, all right? Defensive tackle Tim Settle could return soon. That's great news. He's closer. Rookie offensive center Matt Gober has been solid, which is great because that ties into the injury news that's coming up soon. Trust me, I got you. Rasheed White was not participating as of late. Should return soon. Nothing major. Now, if he is healthy, I would like to see him going up against the Lions, man. I really would. I think Rashaad White is going to be a hell of a weapon for the Burgundy and Gold, man. He's going to enhance this offense 100%, but we need that guy healthy. If he's not ready to roll, just leave him on the bench. Maybe he can play in the last preseason game, all right? Antonio Hamilton Sr. continues to shine at camp. Now, that's the guy against the Dolphins who's wreaking havoc in that secondary. He's been balling, and he's still balling. He's a savvy veteran. He's doing his thing out there. This boy better make the squad for the secondary. No question about it. As a matter of fact, let's check out one of his picks from camp. Yeah, that boy's doing his thing, man. That boy better make that final 53, no question. All right, that was the good stuff. Now let's get to the bad stuff. The injuries. Man, this feels like a continuation from last season injuries. I mean, I know it happens to every squad in the NFL, but it seems like we are just snake bitten right now. It is what it is. The next man up, I know that philosophy. I get it. But I want to go into week 1 100% strong with our best arsenal, man. That's what I want to do. It ain't going to happen. We got more injuries, man. But we got one guy that came back from injury, which is great news again. One of the best blocking tight ends in the NFL base returned to practice. That's great news for the Burgundy and Gold. But Jerome Ford and River Craycraft placed on IR. Yeah, I think I had high hopes for Jerome Ford, man. I really did. I thought that guy was going to ball out. And another injury note, I had Johnny Newton injured his pec. Could be long-term, and we found out that my man Johnny Newton could be gone for the season. Could be. I'm going to touch on that a little bit more shortly. Let's keep going with this injury update. My man always strained his calf, not major. Chatham had his knee injury, not to be significant. He should be out there, should be ready for week 1. Jordan McGee is out at least a week with a shoulder injury. And Jordan McGee, I know he hurt that shoulder against the Dolphins. Now, so he should be okay. I'm not too worried about Jordan McGee. I'm not worried about Oweh. I'm not worried about my man Chatham. But I am worried about Johnny Newton. I had high hopes for Johnny Newton, man. And I was disappointed in his performance against the Dolphins. He was getting pushed around by their first stringers. They put the second string in and Johnny Newton woke up. But this guy's supposed to be replacing Daron Payne eventually, right? Yeah, he's supposed to be the heir apparent to Daron Payne. If you're going to let that guy go at the end of the season, I don't know if he's ready. I don't know if he's ready to replace Daron Payne the way he was getting pushed around against the Dolphins. And the Dolphins' offensive line is not even that great. And they was pushing him around. And now he may be done for the season. This one right here might be a blown opportunity for my man Johnny Newton, man. Hopefully he can come back this season and show off. We're going to be wishing that guy well. Hopefully he'll come back soon for the Burgundy and Gold. Now also we got a center problem, ladies and gentlemen. We all saw this coming. Now, I don't understand what the philosophy was for the front office. You cut Tyler Biotish, who was actually playing well. He got picked up by the Chargers right away. That left one center, basically one decent center on the squad, Allegretti. Now, we all know Allegretti is not going to play 17 games for the Burgundy and Gold, so I don't understand why we didn't make a move in free agency to bring in a center to compete with Allegretti or supplant Allegretti from being a starter. Allegretti could be the backup, and Allegretti's already getting banged up in camp. Is he going to be ready for week 1? That's the huge question. And I don't know, but I know one thing for sure. I'm going to say it right here. I'm jumping out the window on this one. Allegretti is not going to play 17 games for the Burgundy and Gold this season. It's not happening, okay? So what's the backup plan? Well, we got Good Jones, who to me is a decent center. You know, he's average, okay? We got the rookie. We don't know what the rookie can do. Now, would you feel comfortable with the rookie being out there? Well, it's possible. I wouldn't mind the rookie playing. I really wouldn't. Hey, man, we had a rookie start for the Burgundy and Gold one time before. Look, I'm going to take y'all back. And if you're a man of a certain age like me, you remember this guy, my man Chase Rouillet, a rookie. He balled out for the Burgundy and Gold. Can Goldman do the same? You remember this guy right here, Chase Rouillet, man. He was a 6th-round pick by the Washington Redskins, man. He played for the Skins from 2017 to 2022. But look at the games he started, man. In 2017, he started 7 games. 18, he played all 16 games. In 2019, he started 14 games. In 2020, this guy started 16 games for the Burgundy and Gold. Can Matt Goldman give us this if Allegretti goes down? It's possible because he's been solid at camp so far. So we can only hope that my man Goldman can give us the same thing Rouillet gave us back in the day. That's what we got to hope for, ladies and gentlemen, because right now, I'm telling you, my man Allegretti is not going to play 17 games for the Burgundy and Gold. Now, Allegretti came back from his injury early in camp. He's back, but then he went out again. Yeah, he went out again. He returned to practice, and then he left again. An update is expected at some point for Allegretti. They saying this is calf. The calf is still giving him problems. Tightness, soreness, that kind of stuff. Man, this is a problem we created ourselves. The front office gave us this problem. This problem would not exist if they would have just kept Tyler Biotish. Now, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about my man Johnny Newton. I touched on it a little bit earlier. My man Johnny Newton, man, he's most likely he's done for the season. I don't see him coming back. I really don't. The torn pec thing, that's kind of serious. It's going to take a little bit of time for this guy to heal. I mean, he could come back later in the season if we're still in the playoff hunt. If we're not, there's no sense of rushing this guy back, man. I mean, he's a backup defensive tackle. There's no sense of rushing this guy back. Just let this guy heal up and get ready for 2027, man. It is what it is. But the good news with this, for my man Johnny Newton being out, that means my man Ricky Barber, who had a decent game against the Dolphins, he's going to get some more snaps. And now we can really see what Ricky Barber could do against the Detroit Lions. That's going to be a guy you got to key on Saturday's game. You have to key on Ricky Barber, guys like that, Antonio Williams, Antonio Hamilton Sr., guys like that. We got to take a look at and take a deeper look at because these guys could end up getting some significant playing time. So we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully Johnny Newton will come back healthy and better than ever. Shout out to that guy. Salute to Johnny Newton, man. Get well soon. We'll see you back in Burgundy and Gold, hopefully this season. Now, when I was looking up Chase Rouillet, the guy I mentioned earlier, the former Redskin, I came across an image. I just want to share this image with the Burgundy Gold Nation. Now check this out, man. Listen, that offensive line was tough back then. Yeah, we had 2 Pro Bowlers on that offensive line, and we had Chase Rouillet, and we had another borderline Pro Bowl guy. Check this image out right here. Now, if you're a man of a certain age like me, you remember this old line, man. Brandon Sheriff. Remember that guy on the far end, number 75? Next to that guy, Trent Williams. Now, you all know that guy. He's still playing for the 49ers. He should have never left. If it wasn't for the morons and Dan Snyder and Bruce Allen, that guy would still be in Burgundy Gold probably today. Next to him is Big Morgan Moses. Y'all remember that guy, the right tackle, and he was dominant for the Burgundy and Gold. And there's the center right there, Chase Rouillet, number 73. A rookie came in, he did his thing, solidified the offensive line. Hey, man, listen, the offensive line we have now is still on this caliber. We just got to find a center. And my man Matt Goldman might be that guy. might be that guy. Y'all comfortable with Matt Gobin balling like Chase Roullier did? Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. All right, man, that's the end of this episode. I appreciate y'all for chiming in. Listen, get in the comment section. Let me know, are you worried? Are you concerned about all these injuries for the Burgundy and Gold? First, Laramie Tunsil go down. Johnny Newton go down. Allegretti, are you concerned with the center? Let me know in the comment section. Also, while you're down there, pow. If you're not subscribed to this channel, man, I suggest you do so. Bang the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you be notified every time we drop a fire episode of Commanders Talk. This is Commanders Talk. It's your boy T Made. If you made it to the end, salute.